Live and in humongous color from west of the Rockies. It's Let's Make It Bacon with Ace. So today we're installing an AC unit, or at least we're going to try. Oh, good gravy. Just one of those things. It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be difficult. But my initial plan of how I was going to connect it to the window, yeah, that plan's gone. Because it just doesn't work. It's not going to do the job. So, instead, I'm going to try something different. I've got the mounting hardware right here. So that's step one. Step two, got to do some measurements. See how I'm going to affix this to the window. And then the rest of the area that will be left, either on the top, at the bottom, or whatever, probably on the bottom, will be foam board. And so I got to measure and cut that as well. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. This morning I power washed the roof again because it was incredibly dirty, with the plan of adding a third coat today. There were definitely, spots to where the previous power wash had removed material just because it was loose and broken. So I'm going to make doubly sure to put on an extra thick layer. So instead of doing multiple layers on top of that for those holes essentially down to the tyvek, I'm going to put an extra thick layer there, and hopefully that will be the second to last. So we'll have 4 coats total, and I'll be done. But we'll see. Don't count your eggs before they're chickens, or before they're dinosaurs. So, but for now, until that completely dries, and I definitely am impatient and I want to do it now, but I know that I need to wait until it dries. So I'm going to work on air conditioning, and it's 86 degrees in here with both windows open. So it's hot, but that's life. So I'll deal with it. Give you an update soon. All right, so I got this far as just a proof of concept. Am I going to have the cardboard there forever? Nope. That'll be replaced by some kind of plastic. I was going to do foam board, but there's really just no reason to do foam board. So I'll do some kind of plastic sheeting, plastic something. Got the Toshiba AC unit here. It is standing on a stool. Why? Well, it's to reduce the amount of distance that needs to be achieved for the water drainage hose. I got the door semi-closed. I need to close it all the way. Other window's closed here. And we are almost good to go as far as getting this thing fired up. So that's what I'm going to do now, and right now it's a deadly 92 degrees. We'll see if I can lower that down in a few minutes, see how fast it takes, and I'll time it. Live and in humongous color from west of the Rockies, it's Let's Make It Bacon with Ace. Another day, same video. So why have I not posted a video in the last couple days? Well, the first day, things didn't work out too well for me. Sorry, ant on my leg. I'll sit down. Things didn't work out for me too well. Got the roof pressure wash, but then got too wrapped up in my other project, the air conditioning unit. The one that's earlier on this video before this. And yeah, by the time that I could have got up there and put a layer on, well, it was blowing. And what happens when it blows? Well, the pine tree sheds its mating components and mates with the roof. So I decided, well, that would be stupid if I just, rinse, lather, repeated dumb from the last time. So I was like, oh, I spent 20 minutes washing. I'll just wash it again. Then yesterday I was looking at the forecast, and it was there was a windstorm that was scheduled, and I am sure as hell glad that I did not put a layer on yesterday, because it blew like an SOB. It was crazy. I took after I got back from spending some time with my brother. We were out, went traversing the mountainous areas, seeing waterfalls and rivers and a peak of a lake, I think, as we drove by. It came back and I was like, wow, well, it's windy now, but it was windy before. Sorry if the noise is bothering you. That is not plugged in. That's just, there's 100 and something feet of hose connected to this thing. And because of heat and stuff like that, I always run it without power to flush the hose before I actually do the pressure washing thing, so it never goes dry when pressure washing. And so my apologies for the sound. It's the most annoying sound in the world probably, but I'll try to talk over it. But I found with the wind, I found some of my stuff a block away, including a big, massive, 2x2 by probably 4.5 feet box. So it's a big box. It's like it's a same size of box that my big portable AC units came in, but this was for my mattress. I found my mattress box down a block away, and found a couple of other things that I picked up and threw in the box as I was walking back, and I'm like, son of a dish, it blew like crazy and tore. We should have known better. It's one of those things. It's just learning. You don't think about it, and the weather here, they predict so many things, but so many things don't come true, but this one did. But the canopy that me and my brother bought from Walmart to set up by his trailer while he's staying here, it blew over and bent some bolts and stuff like that, and it's just like, oh man, blew over his shower tent, and it also blew over. So this is what I call this Dick's ladder. I do actually mean this is Dick's ladder. I'll show you. So as you can see, this is Dick Thompson. Cool. Which, maybe he was a relative. This came with the house. And the guy that was owned this house before me owned it for a very long time and was very old. And so it's likely Dick is no longer around. Or maybe previous occupant got Dick's ladder from a garage sale. I have no idea. But Dick's ladder is kind of a dick sometimes. This is the only ladder I've ever had that will blow over in the calmest of winds. And just like my brother's gazebo, guess what I did? You see how it's mounted right now so I can pressure wash the roof? Yep, that's how it was when it fell over. Because I'm dumb. Almost took out the solar panel, which, it's a inefficient, old, broken down kind of solar panel. It does the job to power the batteries, the big old battery in this RV to provide lighting, but that's about it. So I wouldn't have cried myself to sleep if that would have broke, but it's still functional, and it doesn't look like it's completely busted. So that's a positive on that. But yeah, it was just like this, and it blew over. But this little Portland pressure washer, for as many people say that Harbor Freight makes stuff that doesn't last, this thing has been through the gamut, fallen off of ladders and all kinds of shit. So I'm going to be pressure washing off of the roof using the foam cannon. As you can see, it's just hiding there. Foam cannon is perfect for this job because I first wash it off with the soap that's in there, and then once the soap's gone, well, then it's water, and the pressure that's coming out of that nozzle and how it disperses the water is just perfect so that it doesn't blast through the silicone. Because the other tips that come with this pressure washer, well, didn't come with the pressure washer, but, well, actually, no, one of them did. It blasted right through the silicone. It was a beautiful, beautiful mistake. But this foam cannon that comes with it's great. Every other tip that I even bought off of Amazon, yeah, it would bust right through it because it'll bust right through your skin. If it can bust right through your skin, it can bust through the silicone. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to spray this sucker down, get that done, and then I'm going to install after that, after I get the roof hosered off to start its drying process so that I can silicone it this afternoon. After that is a work complete and put that sucker in the books. I will then be working on installing my second AC unit in the front here. And if anybody, is just like, geez, you're putting a lot of, you're spending a lot of money on AC units, and believe me, I've got some bigger spends that are going to be coming here in the next couple weeks having to do with solar. Think about it this way. Most every RV that I was looking at in this year range, with this many miles, was $13,000. I bought this RV for $3,500. So I have room to be able to get things that are going to make my life pleasant and not be struggling to be able to live in the heat while I'm living in the RV. So know that up front. It's not I'm, willy-nilly just, man, this guy's made money. No. But I saved so ridiculous. I saved, essentially $10,000 by doing the RV. And if you want to take off, well, you had to redo the roof. Yes, yeah, and everything else. I could actually live in it without updating. But I'm going to be doing that because I have the ability. But even with the roof, $8,000. So, or $7,500. Let's be YouTube math correct. $7,500 that I have to spend, or not have to spend it, but I have to be able to spend that would equal a regular other RV, but to make my life so freaking much more comfortable than anybody else that I know with the same kind of deal. That's what I'm doing, and it's a lot of sweat labor, a lot of labor for sure. Sorry, this video here, today's video, is going to be ridiculously long. I apologize in advance. Watch it 2 days, split it up, whatever you need to do. I apologize, but I'm not going to... I'm also using this as a quote-unquote journal. I don't have a journal. I don't write worth a pinochle. And so my journaling, quote-unquote, is going to be either an audio form or video form. And I decided, well, this thing can make it so that I can journal and I can look back and see where my mindset was, what I was doing, what succeeded, what failed. Because if you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. That's the reality of it. And, you got to try new things. You got to learn. And in reality in life, you don't grow through happy, joy, sun shining, and rainbows and cupcakes, periods. You don't, period. Because that doesn't require you to grow, so you don't grow. Whereas the suck times, the failure times, the times that you tried something, it didn't work, you tried something else and it did, and you succeed, and you're like, oh yeah. Those are the times that you grow. So I am open to growth times. Am I going to do stuff that's wrong, that's going to fail? Absolutely. Does that make me upset and angry? No, not at all. It means that I'm one step closer to finding something that works for me. Just like Rusty78609 always says, I do me, you do you. And that is a perfect thing. I'm going to do it differently than you're going to do it. And that's okay. So... I'm sorry about the buzz. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. I just want to, thank all those who spend the time to watch any portion of my videos, even if you don't watch the whole thing. I want to thank you very, very much. Ralph P., thank you, my friend. I appreciate your comments and you following along. It definitely provides me with motivation to continue, even on the hard days, because there are days that I have a lot of pain, and I need to get up and I need to move and I need to be doing things. People say, well, maybe not doing what you're doing, but no, motion is lotion, and really, oh geez, that's really encountering some water now. But motion is lotion, and that's going to help and not hinder. Laying in bed and being an invalid, that's just not me. I need to not do that, because my life isn't, won't be very long if I just, become a disabled invalid. And if I stay in bed, then I stay in bed, and if I'm not moving, then that's it's easy to just stay in bed. So I'm not doing that. Pushing myself beyond to get out of bed, to do something, push through, the pain, and that kind of thing. No, I'm not pushing through the pain, and the doctors are like, oh, you need to be in bed. No, nothing like that. My doctors, I've talked to them. They know what I'm doing. They know how active I am, and they say that's a positive thing. They say with the neck, disc replacement that I got, it's going to happen. I'm going to have pain. It's not a fusion. It was it's 2 artificial discs, and I really, in reality, I need another. But that'll be in the future. I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to do that at a time when I'm able to have a solid home, a home base kind of thing, to where I don't feel like I need to move anywhere or do anything, and I'll eventually get that replaced in, probably 2 or 3 years. But yeah, I'm gonna be in pain because there's movement, and if I fused my neck, well, guess what? That is guaranteed additional fusions down the line. Whereas with artificial disc replacement, guess what? Unless a disc wears out, by magical whatever, I'm not going to need another surgery on my neck because of degradation caused by the surgery itself. The discs I have do not cause additional damage to the discs above and the disc below. Fusion does. So it's a trade-off. I'm in more pain, but there's less surgeries, and there's less guaranteed future surgeries for my neck and my back, because it would just go down the line. It'd go up my neck, and I'd have to have more fusions up, and it would go down my back. And I've got a lot of years left because of my age. I'm prematurely an old man in reality, and so I'm going to have pain, but I'll work through it. And then eventually I'll get the 3rd disc replaced. And there'll be good days and bad days, but it's one of those that it gives me more zest for life and a reason to keep going. So, but all that yammering said, this is going to be an hour video, I bet, which is sad and good at the same time. But yeah, I'll just say at this point, break it up into a couple days, 2 or 3 days or something like that if you need to. Maybe I'll try to make tomorrow shorter. The last couple days I haven't done anything, so it's catch-up time for everybody. Well, much love to y'all. Thanks for watching. I will have an update for you here when I do. Maybe in the middle of the power wash, pressure wash, washy wash. I'll do a very short clip just to show you the dirt that accumulated over a couple days that I'm getting off of there, and to try to make it to where people understand, oh, that's why you're pressure washing it instead of just blowing it off or vacuuming it or sweeping it off, is because I want the surface to be perfect for the next layer of silicone to adhere perfectly to. So that's all for now, and update coming. All right. So first spritz of soap water has gone on, and as you can see, by the, well, dark areas there. I don't know if you can see all the way that far. Walking very, very slowly. Very, very slowly. Because it's soapy and it's slick. So I gotta walk just literally baby steps. But there is dirt buildup, especially on this side. Yeah, you can see it. Well, I was spraying from the other side, so yeah. Let's see if I can get you. Wow, yeah, that's, well, that shows right there. It's just me walking through the soap. And focus, you sons of dishes. Wow, it won't. There we go. Yep, so lots of dirt. So the soap treatment is the reason. Could I have got that off with a broom? Some, yes. All, no. Could I got that off blowing it off? No. No. Vacuum? More. But a wash? Oh yeah, whole thing. All right, I'm gonna get on it.